Called by the Elephant, the Payday gang met with him in an hotel to discuss a job opportunity. Dallas joined Simmons on the rooftop bar for a quick briefing. They were to travel to the Siberian tundra to steal samples from a Russian lab working on some type of super soldier program. But they were not doing this for the Elephant. He was just a middleman for another Russian company led by Akan. He was working on a secret project of his own, but he needed that crucial data. He offered full transports and an EMP bomb to enter the facility. Akan was eavesdropping the briefing between the Elephant and Dallas, and when he felt challenged by the latter, he gave a demonstration of his psychic abilities by killing the rooftop bartender Dallas was previously flirting with. At this moment, he realized that they might have chosen the wrong team to play with. With a lot on his mind, Dallas was escorted back to his hotel room by two of Akan's men, but that's when the unexpected struck. Two women entered the elevator with disguised weapons, killing the two brutes. Later, they directed Dallas to his room, where someone was waiting for him. Inside, he found a man in a suit, holding Dallas' crewmates hostages. He introduced himself as Jimmy, and he had an offer for them: drop Akan's contract and instead work for him. As a sign of trust, he released the gang and gave them back their guns. Dallas' response was not a positive one, which disappointed Jimmy, who proceeded to point a gun on his head and pull the trigger. Not even a time to process what just happened, the crew heard someone knocking at the door. When Wolf went to check, he was greeted by Jimmy, this time sporting a red shirt and under the effect of cocaine. This version of him also seemed a lot less calm, explaining how Akan had malicious intent while he wanted their help to save the world. Kinda. He also offered to match Akan's fee, plus 50. The Payday gang chose to trust him and decided to raid the Russian lab to collect the data for Jimmy. Unlike Akan though, they didn't have the tools to breach into the lab. Thankfully, Jimmy had it all figured out. According to his intel, he knew that the Murky Water team was transporting an EMP bomb in a cargo train, and it was ready to go at a nearby checkpoint. The place was under lockdown by Murky Water soldiers, who also used drones to survey the area. Any suspicious activity would have meant having to face a small army and most likely the cargo to go on a full lockdown. They had to swipe that bomb under their nose without triggering any alarm. Once they arrived at the destination, Dallas, Chains, Hoxton and Jimmy quietly breached the train yard by passing through the underground tunnels, taking any useful tools they could find on their way. They searched every cargo, locating the bomb, which was split in two parts. They also found plenty of Murky Water firepower, which they took as a nice little bonus. With all the loot they could get on their hands, the gang swiftly dodged the guards on the drones, loaded the bomb into the van and took off without having to fire a single bullet. With the bomb ready, the crew and Jimmy headed to Siberia, Russia, to complete their original task. Not even the time to scout the area, Russians had the gang's plane on their sight and almost shut it down. The crew barely dodged the incoming fire, and quickly parachuted themselves just outside the lumber mill's walls to stop the attackers. The gang hacked the missile launcher and destroyed the radar targeting their aircraft and used said launcher to blast the wall leading into the facility. Meanwhile, the pilots safely dropped the EMP bomb inside of the sawmill, ready for the crew to activate it to enter the secret laboratory underground. Just minutes after the activation, the EMP bomb emitted a powerful blast which briefly damaged all communication between them and Bane, but also deactivated the security lock on the secret entrance. The Payday gang made their way inside, discovering that the bomb wasn't necessary just to blow the door open, but also to deactivate the cyber soldiers within. They located the scanners they needed to collect the data, but as a desperate defense method, the Russian soldiers contaminated the room with poisonous gas. The crew quickly shut off the neurotoxin gas tank and started scanning the cyber soldier's body to collect their code, all of which was sent to a server located in the room nearby. While they were waiting for the scans to be over, the gang had to survive through an infinite wave of Russian soldiers and locate a briefcase in the lab as per the Elephant request. It wasn't known to them what it was containing, but it was rumored to be some kind of high-tech teleportation device. As soon as the scans were completed, the crew grabbed the servers with the data and fought their way out of the lab, heading towards the aircraft waiting for them on the coast, ready to bring them back to the USA. With the data in the safe hands of Jimmy, Akan's plans was put to an end, and since he had so much fun working with the Payday gang, he decided to join them and fight alongside them for the years to come.